Welcome to this edition of Fitness First. I am Dr. Frank Lombardozzi with Kempsville Chiropractic in Virginia Beach, Virginia. I've been practicing for 18 years now, and over the last 18 years I've had the opportunity to treat people for many different conditions and for many types of different injuries. And as firefighters, you have to be in great physical condition so that you can prevent injuries and maximize your health. This is the second series of Fitness First, where in the first series we focused on flexibility, we focused on core balance exercises and core stabilization exercises. Today on our second series we're going to be focusing on strengthening exercises. Today we will focus on strengthening the chest muscles, your shoulder muscles, the back muscles, your biceps, your triceps, as well as your leg muscles. This exercise is stabilization ball push-ups. So go ahead and Ulysses and come on down and come up. And as you can notice, as Ulysses is doing these push-ups on the stabilization balls, he has to stabilize his body, which also incorporates core muscle strength, which are going to elicit the pectoral muscles or the chest muscles, the triceps, and the anterior shoulder muscles called the anterior deltoid muscles. And now we've changed the stabilization from being on his upper torso to his lower torso. So go ahead, Ulysses, we're going to go up and down. And as you can see, when Ulysses is doing these push-ups, we are eliciting many different muscle groups. One of them being the chest or the pectoral muscles, the second one being the tricep muscles, the third one being the anterior shoulder muscles, which are the deltoid muscles, as well as he is working on his core stabilization by having his feet on the ball. On this one here, Ulysses will be doing a push-up, and then he's going to reach back and up as he looks up at the ceiling. Go ahead, Ulysses. Now, as Ulysses does this, we're incorporating, once again, the chest or the pectoral muscles, the anterior deltoid muscles, the triceps, and as he reaches back, we're utilizing the erector spinae muscles in the back, the latissimus dorsi muscles, as well as the oblique muscles in the abdominal area. So not only are we doing strengthening here, but we're also doing core stability exercises all at the same time. This next exercise is stabilization ball rows, where Ulysses is going to be lifting these weights utilizing his latissimus dorsi muscles and his rhomboid muscles, in other words, the muscles in the back. Go ahead, Ulysses. Now, as you can see on this exercise here, Ulysses is stabilizing himself on a ball, which requires balance, as well as he's pulling the weights up and back, which utilizes the back muscles, the rhomboid muscles, the latissimus dorsi muscles. Now, as you can see on this exercise here, Ulysses is stabilizing on the ball, and at the same time, he's rowing he's pulling the weights back in a fly-like motion, which hits the rear shoulder muscles, called the rear deltoid muscles, as well as he's incorporating the rhomboid muscles and the latissimus dorsi muscles. This exercise is called boso ball squats. So as you can see, Ulysses is standing on the ball where you have to balance, and he's going to be squatting down and coming back up, which is going to utilize his quadricep muscles, his hamstring muscles, as well as when he's balancing, he has to use his core strength muscles to stabilize himself. So go ahead, Ulysses, let's go ahead and squat down. Now, as you're squatting down, you want to be careful where you don't let your knees go over the front of your toes. This will keep your knees safe. So as you can see, as he's going up and down, there's a little shaking that goes on because you have to balance at the same time. This exercise is boso ball squats on the opposite side of the ball, which requires more balance to do this. So first, Ulysses is going to show how he gets up on the ball. And as he steps up, he's going to inch his other foot away while he's balanced. So you want to be very careful as you do this. Now, as Ulysses goes into this squat, you're going to notice that it's going to take a lot more stabilization or a lot more core muscle function to stabilize him as he does these. You want to make sure that your knees do not go over the tip of your toes so that you're keeping your knees free of injury. On this exercise for the shoulders, Ulysses is going to be balancing on one foot and doing side laterals where he's going to bring his arms up to the side, and then he's going to come down and he's going to come up to the front. So this exercise is going to incorporate the lateral shoulder muscles or the lateral deltoid, as well as the anterior shoulder muscles or the anterior deltoid muscles. So go ahead, Ulysses, let's have you balance on one foot. And he's going to come up to the side. And then as he comes down, now he's going to come forward. So as he does this, he's shifting his weight from forward to backwards, which is going to incorporate the balance or stabilization of his core, as well as he's strengthening the side and the front shoulder muscles. Foot. This exercise is going to be dumbbell curls while standing on the Boso ball. So when Ulysses does this one, he's balancing as well as he's going to be using his bicep muscles to curl the weights up. Go ahead, Ulysses. Exercise is tricep extensions on a stabilization ball. So in this one here, you're going to see where Ulysses is going to be coming up and down where he's utilizing his tricep muscles. At the same time, he's balancing on a stabilization ball. And as firefighters, it is so important for you to have strong stabilization muscles as well as great balance so that you can help to prevent injury as you're working on a daily basis. So go ahead, Ulysses. Let's go ahead and go on down. As you can see, as Ulysses comes down, the weights come down to his shoulder, and then he comes straight back up. Another thing you're going to notice is that his elbows are pointing straight up towards the ceiling, so his elbows aren't dropping down or going backwards. At this angle, with the tricep extensions, you will notice as Ulysses is going up and down, his elbows are not flaring out. They're staying straight up and down. Once again, this exercise hits the tricep muscles, which is the muscle on the back part of your arm. This exercise is a substitution exercise in case you do not have a Boso ball. This is a one-leg squat where Ulysses is going to be squatting down with one leg, which is going to incorporate the quadricep muscles, the hamstring muscles, and the gluteal muscles, while he's also stabilizing on one leg.
Whether you're used to these exercises or not, just remember it's okay to mess up. If you lose your balance, just be patient with it, don't get frustrated, and the more you practice, the better you'll get.
Once again, thanks for watching this edition of Fire Rescue TV, where we have done strengthening exercises. As you do these exercises, start out slow, slowly work your way up, and as you incorporate both the first edition and the second edition of these exercises, you'll see some tremendous changes in your overall fitness and wellness. I'm Dr. Frank Lombardozzi, coming to you from Fire Rescue TV.